Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
Today we're breaking down a term you've probably heard on TV, Code Blue. In a hospital setting, it's a universal alert for a patient in cardiac arrest, a life or death medical emergency. But what does it mean when you hear it in the context of law enforcement? The simple and most important answer is that there is no single, universal meaning for Code Blue across all American police departments. Unlike the medical field, police radio codes are not nationally standardized, and their meanings can change dramatically from one city or county to the next. However, we can look at the most common ways it's used. The most frequent use of Code Blue by police actually mirrors its medical origin. An officer might use it to signify a serious medical emergency they've encountered, like a person who isn't breathing or has no pulse. The officer is often the first to arrive on a scene, and calling a Code Blue over the radio immediately informs dispatch and other responding units, including paramedics, about the critical nature of the situation. It's a quick way to say we have a major medical crisis here. But that's not its only meaning. In some major cities, particularly on the East Coast, Code Blue has nothing to do with a specific incident and is instead a public safety alert for severe cold weather. When a Code Blue is declared, it triggers emergency procedures to protect the homeless population, such as opening up extra warming shelters. This is a community-wide alert that law enforcement helps to manage. In a few, much rarer instances, a specific department might use the term for something completely different, like a bomb threat or another high-level alert. A common misconception is that Code Blue means an officer has been shot or is in immediate danger. While an officer having a medical emergency would be a Code Blue situation in many places, a situation involving an attack is almost always communicated with different codes, like 10 to 33 for an emergency or, more commonly now, just plain language like officer down or shots fired. The trend in modern policing is to move away from confusing codes and towards plain English to ensure clarity, especially when multiple agencies are responding to the same event. So, the key takeaway is that the meaning of Code Blue in law enforcement is entirely dependent on local policy. It most often means a medical emergency, but can also refer to a weather alert, and is rarely used to mean an officer is under attack. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video informative and want to demystify more law enforcement terms and procedures, please hit the like button.